Okay, traders, welcome back to our channel. It's your boy Stutron Lead, the trader. Today we want to talk about uh, one of the most successful and winning trades I have experienced in my trading journey. So we want to talk about the safety trade. Okay, so I'm going to open my notes on safety trade, right? You know, besides being a trader, I'm also an electrical engineer. In my course of field, we require safety clothes for protection. So having said this, in forex trading, it applies that we came up with this type of trade in appreciation to the highest probability of success rate of the trade. Yeah, so when we came up with the safety trade, uh, we had seen that the chances of failing after taking the trades are very slim. Mind you, forex trading, it's a game of probabilities. Uh, it's it's a game of about how much, how many of your trades do you win. The probability that you win should increase as you get a lot of information. It doesn't mean that you win all your trades. No, sometimes the dealer is the dealer. He is not there to give you money. So you try by all means to confuse you, inject fear in you, confuse you, so that you either you move out of trades, then you go in the intended direction, or you hit your stop losses. But I guarantee this trade to be one of the most ever successful trades one can think about, right? So what is that we are looking for to certify this safety trade, right? On our charts, we want to see the 50 200 crossover. Mind you, in the previous videos I told you that the 50 200 crossover is found and formed in level 2, right? What does the 50 200 crossover tells us? This crossover signifies that a new trend has been formed. So you see, you are now have the assurance that if it is a downtrend, you have to inject yourselves knowing that we are now going down. This is why I like this trade most. The crossover signifies that the dealer is now going in the intended direction and no third leg will be formed. Mind you, sometimes the dealer, when this trade has not been certified, sometimes the dealer might make a third leg. Okay, let me try to give you an illustration of what I'm trying to say here. Let's say you have seen that it's now we had a W formation. Let's say we are heading for an uptrend, right? So you've seen that we have a W that is formed, and you think that you can enter, let's say, somewhere around here. Yes, we are looking for an uptrend, but the dealer might see that a lot of traders have put their buy positions around that same level. What does he do? He make another leg down. You see, a lot of upcoming traders face equity challenges. So their equity is very small, $100 accounts, $500 accounts. You panic as you see the red on your account. You move out of the trade. Immediately after you move out of your trades, or most of you, because of a small equity, you would have put your stop losses here. Your stop loss here. You're out of the trade. The dealer now makes his move upwards. Right? So let me try to put this clear again. So as I was saying we had a nice W formation, and you decide to put your buy positions here. Right? The dealer makes a stop hand low, then he moves up. During the course of this stop hand, a lot of traders are chopped out before the dealer he moves in his intended direction. Also, a lot of stop losses here. So when this happens, a lot of stop losses are taken out, a lot of traders are chopped out, but the market will then go in the intended direction. Right? Okay, let me go back to my notes. Right? So as I was saying, that third leg formation might chop you quit. So you have to wait for this proper nice setup of the 5200 trade, right? So when you see the 5200 crossover happening, don't rush into trades, especially when your equity is too small, because there is a retracement. Price is to retrace to the 200 EMA to certify the trend continuation. This retracement move is a liquidity acquiring process so that the market can continue in the intended direction. Right? So when you see the 5200 cross, wait for price to retrace to the 200 EMA. This is what I'm trying to show you. I'll start showing you the simplest versions before we go into real-time market charts. Right? This is our market movement. Right? Let me try to put some colors to make it even better. Right? We've got our shade. We've got I need something. Yeah, I need something green here. Okay, I wanted to put something green. This is the green is our 200 EMA, right? I need something blue, right? Something blue. Yes. Okay. We also have got our blue EMA, which is our 50 EMA, right? So what I'm saying is, let me put back my black color. Okay, my black color. As I was saying, so price, we have the 50-200 cross happening, right? You wait for price to retrace to the 200 EMA. It might not necessarily retrace to the 200 EMA. It might push a little bit down before moving up. So you wait for this retracement. Once it makes this retracement, you can safely buy here and the price will move all the way up. Guys, this is the best trade. So we need also our traders dynamic index to give us some confirmation. Usually on the traders dynamic index there might be an MBL bounce or a bounce of a boundary bounce off. So what do we mean when we say a boundary bounce off? Right, let me give you an illustration here. Our TDI consists of the two bands which we call the Bollinger Bands, right? We also have got the yellow line which we call the market baseline. Or we also have got our two moving averages, the red and the yellow. So I'm sorry, the red and the green. Usually the green is what we call the price line. The red is what we call the trader's signal line. So we usually want to see, let's say it's an uptrend, we want to see a movement of the green line bouncing on our yellow line before moving upwards. We now have this confirmation. We want this confirmation, this bounce on our TDI. We might not have this bounce. We might also have our price line might bounce on the boundary of the Bollinger Bands before it moves up. Or another instance, our price line might have made what we call a TDI shark fin. What is a TDI shark fin? This one. Let me show you another one. This one. This movement out of the Bollinger Bands is what we call the TDI shark fin. Okay, so this is all we want to talk about the safety trade, right? So you should also have the knowledge that our safety trade on M15 is an ID50 on H1. Okay, let me come to real-time charts and try to show you some examples of our safety trade, right? 30 July on step index. Let me show you here. We have got our peak forming here where I've put the red zone, right? I usually like the red here. You see we have this crossover. Let me put an arrow for you. This crossover, we have the 50 200 crossover here, right? Having this 50 200 crossover, mind you, I told you about, let me remove this arrow. I told you about the significance of the double P indicators, which I said the pink and the purple, which act as our turning points. So this would have helped you to know that after the 50 200 crossover, price here, our paper line is our turning point. Price is to retrace back before making the impulsive move of going down, right? So you were gonna wait for price to retrace. Here the retracement was too much. Yeah, that's the works of our dealer. He's there to confuse you from what you know. But you can see he went down he touched the 200 EMA, but he continued. So this happens in the market, but if you have proper knowledge, you should hold these trades, because you can see now from this point. Let me put an arrow from this point here. Now you can see after that retracement, price safely went down. It's a good movement and paid the bills. You can see. Now let's try to see our TDI and see what I've been saying, if it matches. All right, let's come to our TDI. Allow me to remove these ones. Right, let's see. I'll put this thing here. You can see, in fact, here where the price went up in the retracement. You see, you can see now. Let me put an arrow for you here. You can see that we had a shark fin there, which is our TTI shark fin. This tells us that now price is been exhausted in the retractive move, and we are now going in the downward intended direction. This trade, I don't want to lie to you, it pay bills, because it's 100% make sure trade. Okay, let me look for another one. Right, I want you to see that these things, they are simple. You come here, it was now on 4 August, 4 days before my birthday. Okay, on 4 August, we had now this zone is our peak formation low. We are now looking for buy setups. Price is to move from this zone going up. That is something a BTMM trader would have knowledge about. Okay, let me remove this R. Right, so we now wait for our 5200 cross to happen. Here is where our 5200 cross took place here. Right, we wait. Yeah, the dealer, if you are not clever, sometimes you already entered this trade. You see the market moves up and it comes back. When it comes back, some of impatient traders and some those who lack a proper knowledge might be chopped, because they will move out of the trade either with just partial profits or with no profit. Right, some will put their stop losses on entry here where they've entered here, thinking that they are now going to secure their profits, but that person will just go out with no money, because price will retrace and play around your stop losses. You see, so the best thing is to wait for the retracement. This movement is what I'm talking about. This movement down. Once we have this movement, we can safely put our buy positions and hold here. As you can see, price moved up safely, up and up and up. See how much would you have taken from this trade if you have patience. A lot of pips, you can count, that was from 86.12 to 87.64, more than 100 pips. It's a good trade. So this is it for our safety trade. So in BTMM, listen to the rules. We use the rules, they guide us so that we don't make mistakes. If you follow the rules that I've shown you, you will surely make your trading journey a successful one. This is all for now. Stay well. Don't forget to share the link to your friends and family who want to learn forex trading. This is the PTMM trader, Struton Lee. I'm signing out. Have a good day.